This is part 3 of the video series in which I'm crocheting a sleeveless vest for myself. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, please comment and give me a thumbs up if you can follow me easily. Let us start. So for the left of the front, you need one square completely crocheted that I've done in part 2. You will find it in the playlist on my channel. Then you need 8 more of these, 2, 4, 6, 8, in which the last round is not crocheted, and then you need 2 of these half a square. So that means we need to crochet now another one, and then we're going to join these squares with the continuous join method and complete the left hand side apart from the ribbings. I have here the 5mm hook, the 3.5mm hook, scissors, needle to sew in the loose ends. So let us start. Blue, the denim color first. You will find the yarn weights in the description of part 1 of this video series. Let us make first a magic ring. Then I'm just going now to put 7 DCs into this magic ring. I use UK terminology. So for United States, it will be SCs. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to tighten it and I'm going to work in these loose ends off camera, and then we're going to do round 2. Let's do round 2. It's raining so heavily outside. I wonder if the speakers can hide the noise, but let us carry on. It's lovely music in the ears. So I take still the 5mm hook as I've done the square. Now I start with a standing treble. So I normally make a chain stitch first to just lock the yarn, and then I make a standing treble going into the DC, and then yarn over through 2, and then I release yarn over again. Then I take this loop to the back. This is now going to be part of a corner, so I'm busy here. So that means I need to make another treble in here, just half of a corner. Now in this round I've made 1 chain spaces everywhere. Then I skip a DC and now I make a full corner into the next DC. So that will be 2 trebles and a chain stitch. I just used 1 chain stitch and then another 2 trebles. Then again a chain stitch, and now I skip a DC again, and now I need to make here 2 trebles. Again, just half of a corner. So you can see there it starts to form. Now I'm going to, you can make a chain stitch to lock the yarn, cut it, and first sew in the ends at the back, and then we carry on. Now for this rose color yarn, I need here at the end, in the end treble, I need to start with 2 trebles, and in this round I did not make any chain stitches between them. Only here for the corner I have now made 2 chain stitches. So let us here find a loop to start with, and this is now the standing treble. So I'm finding here a loop with the smaller hook size first to just get in, and do that, and maybe do the standing treble also with this one. It will be easier for me. You can use 3 chain stitches instead of a standing treble. Then I remove this loop, take it to the back. Now I carry on with the bigger hook size. So another treble into this first one, Let me just redo it. Then into the next, I need to make a treble, a double treble into the DC that I've skipped here. At the bottom, into that blue DC, I make a double treble and then another treble into this space. I go in there. Then no chain stitches. Now I'm here at the corner where I make 2 trebles, 2 chain stitches and 2 trebles. If it's too loopy here, it looks a bit as if this loop is a bit big. Let me just redo this one. There, it's better. 2 chain stitches, 2 trebles, and now I do the same at the other side. No chain stitches, I go immediately to that space and I do a treble, then a double treble going down to that DC I've skipped. And then into this space still a treble. And then into the last stitch there. 2 trebles, and I think I'm again going to just take the smaller hook size to find here a loop that I can use. There we go. Let me take the bigger one and carry on, make another one. It's handy to have a smaller hook also on hand. So there it is. I've just taken a chain stitch again to lock it, so now I can cut the yarn and work again in the end. Now for the mustard yarn that has sort of a bigger yarn weight than the other yarns, I'm using the 3.5mm hook that it doesn't start to flare this triangle. So now we go into the loop here of the first one, so try and find 2. And I'm going to make a standing treble. It's again half of a corner that I need to make. And I'm, with the smaller hook size as I've said. There I make the standing treble. Then I take this loop to the back. I can crochet the next treble over it and then I'll sew it in. Now I go to this opening and here I make a treble and then a double treble down into the space between these 2 white trebles. So I go down into this space. And then another treble into this opening. So just open it there. Then go to the next one and do the same. And then we're at the corner. You can still see I don't make any chain stitches. Just for the corner I will have 2 chain stitches between the 2 trebles. So 2 trebles, 2 chain stitches, and then 2 trebles. And now I'll do the same at the other side. Go into that space with a treble, then a double treble where you go down between the 2 white trebles. You just get more yarn here. Then another treble into this space. Then the following space the same, and then you take the last treble of the previous round. Find 2 loops. I'm just going here to find any 2 loops and make 2 trebles into it. And there we have it, half of a square. I'm going now to cut the yarns and then we're going now to put the squares together and join them with the continuous join. When I join these, I will start in this corner and first join now these two, then coming down, and then I follow this order. So let me start here. The right hand side we are going to do at the very end. So for now, I just need to make 2 trebles. So my first one is a standing treble. Let me just see if I did go into, sorry. You just see that I go into the opening. Here's the standing treble. I'll remove this. Another treble. Then a chain stitch. Then I take this triangle, and now I need to do what I've done here. So a chain stitch, and then in the next opening just 2 trebles. Just take this yarn out of the way. I'll work it away later. Then a chain stitch, have a look there. So now I join it there again with a chain stitch. So I make a chain stitch before I join it and a chain stitch after. Now I'm with this part here and I need to do the same here. So that means I need to do now a treble, then a double treble going down and do the double treble into this double treble. There I have the 2 loops. Then another treble into this space. So I just check carefully where the space is. There it is. Then a chain stitch. Then I go into the space after. So there you can see those are now opposite each other. A chain stitch. Let me just show you, especially if you're not used to this method. So that's now like that. So what you do this side, what you have done this side, you will also do this side. So now I'm here for the next space, must just be 2 trebles. Then a chain stitch. Now I'm here. Then again a chain stitch. Then into the corner, 2 trebles. A chain stitch, go into that corner, and here on the outside I make 2 chain stitches. Going back and do the corner there. So there I finish the corner. Have a look. So it looks like this now. So now I will just go down here, first with this one. No chain stitches in between, so just 2 trebles. And then in the next space, a treble. Oh, there I have actually caught the pink one already, or the rose color already. So let me just take this loop out of the way. First just into the space a treble. That loop was a bit big. Now a double treble using the double treble of the previous round. And then another treble into this space. Like that. 2 trebles. At the corner, 2 trebles. Then I turn, so I make 2 trebles. Now I take this corner here and make 2 trebles into this corner. chain stitch, and now joining it there. Let me put it flat down that you can see, like that. Now again, just 2 trebles. One chain, another chain, now a treble and a double treble. Double treble into the middle, into that double treble. Yes, I have 2 loops. Then another treble. Then a chain stitch. Then I look for the space here. And the chain stitch. Now I find the next space. 2 trebles. Chain stitch. Then we here. Chain stitch. Here at the corner, I just want to use the smaller hook size to help me. So I'm going to find here a loop here at the very end of this last treble that I've made. Make a treble and another treble in there. Chain stitch. Then go into the corner. Now I want it not to be as high up, because here I'm shaping the neckline now. So here I'm going to now make a half treble and a DC. So first just 2 chain stitches here again. 2 chain stitches, and now into that same opening a half treble and a DC. Now it looks like this. Now I'm going to go with DCs all along here. So let me show you the right hand side. That was the right hand side. So there, every time where there are 2 yarns connecting, I have used, I've made DCs. 2 and then 2, and then here I've just taken those stitches here in the middle and made DCs across them. So let us see. So here where the yarns join, that is where I've made the DCs. So I'm going to just take the smaller hook size again to help me here. So here where the 2 yarns meet, somewhere you just find loops. 1, 2. And now again here where the 2 yarns come together, you make DCs. 2. And now here I can also make a DC in there. I think I must go now to the bigger hook size. Doesn't matter. You can use whatever one you feel comfortable with, because now it's finding your way here. It's not as if there are real stitches. Then I'm going to just go in there, just spacing the DCs out. Go into that last one. I don't even count them. I just know that I need to make DCs all along this surface. I don't like the, I think I've split a stitch there. So let us just look back. Let me not split that stitch. So let me see. Yeah, like that. And then again go in there where the yarns join. And then you check that it mustn't flare or pull, it must just be flat. And I can make another one in there. And now I get here to the corner. Let me find 2 loops here for the corner. make a DC, then I make a half treble. Now we almost round the corner. Now I'm going to make 2 chain stitches and then 2 trebles into that corner. So let me remove this one again. So now in here 2 chain stitches and then I complete a corner here. So 2 chain stitches and then in that same space I crochet now a treble and another treble. Now it makes a perfect corner. Then here in this space just now 2 trebles and then in the middle space again. Oops, I'm constantly splitting the yarn. Sorry about this. In the middle space it was a treble, a double treble into this one, and then another treble. Then we in this space where it's just then 2 trebles, and then we're there at the corner where it is 2 trebles, and then you make a chain stitch and you slip stitch into that 2 chain space that you have made there, and then another chain stitch and you complete this one's corner. Let us turn it that you can look again. I'm now here at the corner. I've made the 2 trebles of the corner and 2 chain stitches, and now I'm ready to join this one. So I need to make 2 trebles into this one, a chain stitch, and now I first go up here. So that means now here I need to join it. First opening, another chain stitch, then 2 trebles, because that must be opposite this. So I'm going to go now all around doing the same this side, that is that side. Going down to that one. And joining it there. Chain stitch, 2 trebles, see, chain stitch, again a chain stitch, 2 trebles at the corner, chain stitch, go into that corner space, 2 chain stitches, and now go down. So let me show you what I mean by going down. So now I first need to complete this side, and then I can join this one. So that means I need to make now 2 trebles, then again a treble double, treble, treble, 2 trebles, 2 trebles, 2 chains, and then I'm going to join this one. Now I'm ready to join this one. So here I've made the 2 chain stitches. Take this one in the hand and then you yarn over. In this corner you need to make 2 trebles. Sometimes I just grab both squares to just first make the 2 trebles. Then a chain stitch. As you can see now I'm going up. And doing the same now. I'll show you there at the corner what I do there. Just now chain stitch and another chain stitch. So there I've made the 2 trebles. Now I need to join it there and there. So what I'm going to do now is first make a chain stitch. Join it to this one. Make another chain stitch. Then I'm going to the one opposite. So let us just see where's the opening. There's the opening between the trebles. And just see that I don't split the yarn. Go in, make another chain stitch and complete this corner. You can always alter the number of chain stitches depending on how you feel. It must look well. Look now. Let me just complete this part. Now going to the next space. Good, let us see. I don't want it to be too loopy here. So you can see there I've made the 2 trebles, then a chain stitch into that space, then a chain stitch into the opposite space. And then I carry on. Now I'm going to carry on all along. And then coming down here. And then we need to add here the other triangle, this side. So once I've done this and I come around, then I'll show you how we do this. This part here can be quite tricky. This is now, as you know, the left front. This is the middle of the left front. So here is the side, it's underarm. After you have made that 2, you will crochet down and then up like that. Because as you can see, these are still not crocheted at the blue side. So that corner we're going to complete when we come back up at the very end, and then also complete that corner. So what I've done here is just 2 chain stitches, then into the top treble there I've made 2 trebles. Now chain stitches, again 2 trebles. So we're first now going to go down this side. Then again the 2 treble, then the double treble. Then another treble. So this part I think you already know. So I'm going to go down and then join this, because we have done a similar thing now here and even here. So when I come back up, I just want to show you how we do it here. Now I've done the 2 trebles of this corner and 1 chain stitch, and now you need to go around this one. Because you would, if it was a complete corner, you would have joined it here to the corner. So you just go around, just catch it, get the loop first in the middle, there it is, go around and make a chain stitch. And then you now complete this corner. So you make the 2 trebles, can you see? Now you carry on this side. Also join it here. First just the chain stitch. I've almost forgotten about the chain stitch. Then there, and then we carry on 2 trebles, and then I'll put it down and we check it out again if it looks correct. There you can see. So it looks correct. That 2 trebles will be in line with these two. And then at the very end, after you have joined this one and you have joined the last 3 squares, let me move it up that you can see. So now I've actually showed you everything, so you just follow this order, going all the way to this side and then going again in that direction as I indicate. And then when you come up, you're going to do exactly the same as what you have done here. So here it would be then a 2 trebles and then half treble, a DC, then 2 DCs, 2 DCs, a DC, 2, 2, 2, and then again here a half treble and a DC, and like that you will carry on. You just want the shape to, that it sort of fills in this space, that it's not such a, just a 90-degree angle that it starts to round here, to become round. First, now finishing off the pattern. So I'm now here on this triangle, and I have just now sort of found my way here, putting DCs every place where 2 colors meet, I almost want to say, where 2 colors are joined. There you can see there I've put 2 DCs, 2 DCs. Now I get to this. Now this is actually a corner, so I'm going to put in a DC and then a half treble. And then 2 chain stitches and then connect it here because that was a corner. I'm not supposed to work with the smaller hook size. Let me now take the bigger hook size again, and now again 2 chain stitches and then completing that corner. So I'm still not with the round of blue. I still need to follow the pattern. Here's the pattern, and then here also 2 trebles. And now a treble, double treble into this double treble. Again 2 trebles, and that brings me to the next corner. So here at the corner, 2 trebles, then 2 chain stitches, then slip stitch, and again 2 chain stitches. I'm at the next corner for 2 trebles, and again 2 trebles. You can just get more yarn. Oops. Treble. Now the double treble using that loop. Loop is quite big because I did do it with a 5 instead of a 4mm hook as recommended. Good. And now we're nearing the end. And then it's the round of blue. Last one also a corner. This was loose here also, so now we need to look first maybe 2 chain stitches and then connect it here. Like that. And then I also need to connect it to that corner, so maybe a chain stitch again and connect it to that corner. Good. Something here is funny. Let us just look. Now it is just that the loop is opening. We take the smaller hook size I just want to put into some other loops that it mustn't now open up. And then something like this. Yes, that it can't open up. Now we need to start with the round of blue. So at this side, I've done all trebles. So let me remove again this hook. So now we tackle the round of blue. Trebles all the way, so I'll just carry on here, then DCs here. Then trebles all the way down. We will check what we do there. This is the right hand side. Now I want to do a similar thing with the left hand side. Here I've done DCs, then trebles here, trebles all the way here, then again DCs here. Here I've even done some trebles together and double trebles to sort of create a smooth transition to this last square, and this last square was also just DCs up, DCs there, and then trebles again down. Here I've also crocheted some together to just give me a smooth edge here. So we're going to do now the same with the left hand side. Each treble. That gives me now a neat edge that I will use for the ribbing. So trebles up to the top. Here I'm at the corner, one of the top corners, so I'll make 2 trebles, then 2 chain stitches, then a half treble and a DC to make the corner. And now I carry on with DCs. That this top part must just be DCs, and then I'll meet you there. At the next corner, that's now let us see. Yeah, that would be now the front of the left side. There a DC, then a half treble, then 2 chain stitches, and then I do trebles. 2 trebles into this space. Then we've created the corner. And now I'm going to go all the way down with trebles. When we get here, then I'll show you again what I do here. Here at the corner, I have crocheted a treble and a double treble together, and then again a double treble and another double treble together, and again a double treble and a treble together. Anything to make it a smooth line, and then here would be all DCs. The same thing will happen here, where I will also crochet here double trebles because it gives me that bit of height. A treble maybe here, and then a double treble together, and then again double treble and treble together like that, and then I have this curve. So now it will be just all DCs here, then trebles down here. When it comes to these, I'll just make a treble into each space, and even here in between, so treble, treble in there, treble in there, and then just 1 into each stitch. Here at the corners, it will be normal. 2 trebles, 2 chain, 2 trebles, and then just a treble into each. In these spaces, I make a treble, treble, treble.